And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got game one of the National League Division Series. The Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Brandon Woodruff.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Snap throw.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
The wind and the pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
The third baseman, Austin.
Here's Austin Riley. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and on the hill today, Huascar Ynoa.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Swings and misses. Slider right there. Tapper back to the mound. Over to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And that's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it's Max Muncy. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Throw in Holt's the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Batting fifth.
Now it's Jansen to hit. The 2-1.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
Ground ball, Austin Riley to second, pulls him off the bag.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Guys are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. Coming home. He scores as well. They clear the bases. 3-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now Bader up to the plate. And here it comes. On a line out towards center. And puts the squeeze on that one. That is the inning. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. All set for the start of the inning. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And the pitch. And that one wrapped foul. And he deals. Boots it. So digging in, Vaughn Grissom. The pitch. That one down the line. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Nice stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting it, the left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Albies at second with 2 down. Ripped towards third. Fires across the diamond. That ends the frame. Braves strand 1. They trail in this one 3-0. here at Wrigley Field. And now here's the veteran DH, Cody Bellinger.
Hitter, Cody Bellinger.
The 2-1. There's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Left-hand batter waits. Ground ball right side. Sends it to first and quickly one away in the second.
The first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury to the plate. On the ground right side. Throw on to Olsen. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman.
Here's Nico Horner. His first at bat was a strikeout. Horner, a guy you think about with a strong baseball IQ, but just the overall smarts. He comes from an educational background. Both of his parents at one time taught at Stanford, and his mom currently is on the faculty at Cal. The 1-2. Base hit center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Righty delivers. Popped up. Dives and makes the catch.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Top half of the 3rd inning. So here's Murphy now.
The catcher.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Here comes a 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. You can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Back to the top of the lineup. And here is Michael Harris. Went down on strikes his first time through. The 1-1 is fouled off.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see.
Rudder takes off. Swing and a ball popped up. Dunks one into left. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and stepping in is the speedy Ronald Acuna Jr. They get the out on Acuna, and that will end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Braves nothing. Ian Happ up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
The 1-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Up the middle. Throw to first is in time. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Max Muncy at the dish, and he's already singled in this game. One now. That's through there for a strike. Liner snagged at first.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Danny Jansen to hit here. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. The pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris squeezes it, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 3-0. On to the 4th, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
The pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. He's a good high school football player, Austin Riley, but you look at the build, you think quarterback, think maybe even linebacker. No, he's a punter. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got it by him for the K.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fly ball down the line. Suzuki grabs it on the run. Down in order go the Braves. Still down 3-0. Welcome back. Bottom of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
And there's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Good bat ball hitting right there. Just kind of threw the barrel at the ball, trying to protect with 2 strikes, and sometimes it works out well for you.
Man at first, and now the center fielder, Harrison Bader. And a pitch. This one high in the air to left center. Brings it in, and there's one down. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Boog, I had the chance to scout Cody Bellinger as a toddler. He used to come into the clubhouse after games there in Columbus, as his dad Clay was a catcher and a utility player on the team. And you could tell then that he had a pretty special swing.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Cody Bellinger told me a funny story that as he was coming out of the cage one time as a little kid, Derek Jeter said to him, "Hey, you don't swing like your dad at all. You got a pretty good swing." Brandon Drury, the next Cub to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Two outs. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. That's the third out. Inning over. One left for the Cubs, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, and here's the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits. Struck him out looking. Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna, grounded out his first time. Ball and a strike. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's Sean Murphy. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2. Righty to the plate. And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
Ozuna at first, one gone. Got him swinging, and there's 2 away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Here's Adam Frazier. 2-1 now. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Ozuna around third. He will score. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. This guy has turned into a beast. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside third. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
And now Austin Riley. Kicks and fires. And that drops in for a strike.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
Kicks and deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a 2-1 on the way. And that one is inside.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And now a full count. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. A swing and a soft liner. Now the throw to first on the run. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
That's shortstop. Dansby Swanson.
So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
In for a strike, 2-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Throw on to Olsen. That's a very athletic play.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. In the air to left center. Harris flashes the leather on the run and catch. And the Cubs are down in order, but they still lead at 3-2. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Cody Hoyer.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And it's even up. Got it! And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Vaughn Grissom getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Matt Olson up to the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Bounce to the right. Fires over to first. And that is that. Offense held in check there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Braves 2. Diego Castillo takes over on the mound.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Well, one-run game. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
Third baseman.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line. You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Danny Jansen, the next Cub to hit. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Riley fires to first. Just got him on that one.
He was out early today working on that very play.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you, I couldn't tell either. As they asked for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually...
So they decided against challenging the call at first, so he is out. At the plate, Seiya Suzuki. Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike at the knees. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Tyler Duffy getting ready to go. And the 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. So he leaves the yard to left, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-2. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So up next, Harrison Bader. There's the strike. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
The batter, the designated hitter, Cody
Bellinger up to hit.
Bellinger.
Bader off of first with two away. The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Next offering is fouled back. Castillo a throw over. Bader gets back easily. Another move to first, and he's back again. Gets a piece and stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Here comes Bader around third. He'll score. It's 5-2.
Well, that worked out as good as it could have. We mentioned the RBI opportunity with the runner moving on the 3-2 pitch, and he cashed in by finding a hole in the outfield. You know, that takes a little extra concentration in the box because of the movement on the base paths. Easy to get distracted, so that was a really nice job there.
And next for the Cubs, Brandon Drury. That's out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Cubs 5 and the Braves 2. Top of inning number 7. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one pulled foul. The next offering misses. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. At the belt and fires. Swings through that one out in front that time. And now the count is even. And the pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Michael Harris, the next to hit. Here's a 1-1. On the ground. To second, there's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now the number 2 hitter, Adam Frazier. And a base hit. Harris around third. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Cubs 5 and the Braves 2. On the mound now, Hector Neris.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. The 1-1. Fastball almost got him there. That one in for a strike, 2-2. This to center field. Harris has a beat on it. And there's one down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
That one is absolutely belted. Harris going back some more, still going back. And that one hops the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Here comes Max Muncy. Runner leads away at second. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Acuna fires it to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him. Right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
Jordan.
And the righty deals. So now 1-2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 now on Acuna. Dives, and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag, and they get it out of the play. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Austin Riley. And 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And the pitch. Foul ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
That one to first. Drury takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cubs 5 and the Braves 2. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Tyler Duffy.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen.
The catcher, Danny Jansen.
And the right-hander's 3-1. And there's the strike. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with one gone. Harrison Bader now at the plate. And that one in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Here's a 1-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Brandon Drury, the next Cub to hit. Out to short. Grissom. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains 5-2.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Number 58, Serenity.
The pitch. And fouled off. And a 1-2. And a base hit up the middle. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
So man aboard, and next for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. That's in there. It's 2-2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And here it comes. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Olsen aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and now Michael Harris. And now it's 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a pitch. In the air, left field, down the line. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take the series opener here at home.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone.
And your final score, 5-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.